Football season is here. The new Odyssey app lets you stay connected to your NFL team, your station, your shows. Follow your favorite stations and come back again and again. Get real-time updates on everything you care about. Miss your show? Jump back to their awesome Rewind feature. The Odyssey app is NFL football. Live and on demand. Wherever you are, whenever you want. And did we mention it's all free? Download the Odyssey app today. Football season is here. The new Odyssey app lets you stay connected to your NFL team, your station, your shows. Follow your favorite stations and come back again and again. Get real-time updates on everything you care about. Miss your show? Jump back to their awesome Rewind feature. The Odyssey app is NFL football. Live and on demand. Wherever you are, whenever you want. And did we mention it's all free? Download the Odyssey app today.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Pain in the Grass is back. That's right, man. It is a huge rock festival as we're bringing it to the Pacific Northwest, celebrating our 51 years of being a radio station.
Look, I mean, we wanted to have a 50th anniversary party, but we couldn't.
We did. Yeah. We got robbed, man.
We did.
But guess what? We know what? 51 is just as good. 3 big days during Labor Day weekend. And the bands. Oh, Steve, the band.
Oh, my God. Dude, Alice in Chains is going to be playing on Saturday night along with Breaking Benjamin and Bush. But let's not forget Friday. I mean, I'm jumping one day ahead. Friday is going to be amazing with Incubus and Sublime with Rome. Sammy Hagar is going to be finishing it up on Sunday. Sorry. Sunday.
Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of days.
Yes, with Glorious Sons, George Thorogood, the Destroyers, and Queensryche making their triumphant return back to the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, man. This is fantastic. All these bands and a lot of great local bands, too. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster as we speak. We also have a limited number of tickets to the BJ and Migs party where you come hang out with us for a while during Pain in the Grass. Get them before they sell out. You want info? I got it for you. Everything Pain, you know where to go. KISW.com.
Let's play B Migs. It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
Scream his name. B Migs. Don't be a loser.
Oh.
You're a loser.
It is time for B Migs, and it's Thursday, so let's get cracking. Oh, can we release them?
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, release those Kraken. And there was some news in the Kraken news the last couple of days.
Yep, Dan Bilesma is now the AHL coach for the Coachella Valley Firebirds.
It's so cool. We got Kraken and Firebirds.
And their jerseys are sick.
Yeah, they look really cool.
Can't afford one, but they're sick.
Well, someday, maybe for, a Christmas or another Father's Day. I know Father's Day just happened, but maybe next year.
Damn it, I should have asked for it for Father's Day.
You should have.
Where were you, Rev, when I needed you?
I don't know. Let's get to our contestant today. We got Chuck in Mill Creek. Chuck, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Chuck will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Chuck, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Which Apollo space mission put the first men on the moon?
13,
No.
9,
No.
8,
No. What kind of dog was Bruiser in the romantic comedy Legally Blonde?
Chihuahua,
Yes. What does the F stand for in John F. Kennedy?
Franklin,
No.
Fitzpatrick,
No.
Fitzgerald,
Yes.
Nice.
The first Academy Awards took place in what decade?
40s,
No.
50s, 60s.
No. What 1986 movie had the tagline, "There can be only one"?
Oh, pass.
Which female singer has albums titled Prism and Teenage Dream?
Pass.
There are 128 units of what measurement in a gallon?
Ounces,
Yes. Van Halen had the 80s album titled Hot for what?
teacher,
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4 correct. All right. I mean,
Hey.
it's a something. It is a something, but I feel that Steve's going to get a little bit more something there.
Yeah.
Little something extra. We didn't get into Chucky's, I think, wheelhouse on this one.
Yeah, unfortunately not. So, yeah.
Oh.
Steve will give Chuck a little something there.
Yeah. Hey, look who's back.
Oh, look, it's Steve.
Hello.
Whoa.
I don't know why I became
Hi, Kermit.
I don't know why I became Patrick Mahomes, but I did.
Hello. Wow. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Which Apollo space mission put the first men on the moon?
Apollo 9.
No.
Apollo 12.
No.
Apollo 11.
Yes. What kind of dog was Bruiser in the romantic comedy Legally Blonde?
Oh, Chihuahua.
Yes.
That's what made people want to buy Chihuahuas. if I
Maybe.
remember correctly.
What does the F stand for in John F. Kennedy?
Fitzgerald.
Yes. The first Academy Awards took place in what decade?
20s.
Yes. Which 1986 movie had the tagline, "There can be only one"?
Oh, man. It's got the Fabulous Freebirds in it in the beginning. With,
Did it really?
Highlander.
Wow, yes.
Yes.
What
I
female...
like that movie because they had wrestlers in it.
Damn it. What female singer has albums titled Prism and Teenage Dream?
Oh, for a second, I thought Tool, but that's Schism. Katy Perry.
Yes. There are 128 units of what measurement in a gallon?
Ounces.
Yes. Van Halen had the 80s album titled Hot for What?
Teacher.
Yes. What's the capital of California?
Sacramento.
Yes. What tissues connect the muscles to the bones?
Tendons.
Yes. And Steve, you got a perfect 10.
Woo!
And you win.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Spank Chuck right there.
Well, we knew Chuck, didn't we?
Yeah.
All I do is win, no matter what.
All right, there he goes. Thanks, Chuck.
Happens to the best of us. Try again some other day.
Oh, it's been a minute.
It has.
Everybody hands go up.
It's the Mariners. They inspired me.
Well, that's something, did.
They should have won 10-0. That would make more sense. But
I didn't know there were wrestlers in Highlander. I knew there were in like the fourth one because Edge and Christian were in like the fourth one.
I didn't even realize that. I might now have to watch the fourth one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember my brother was obsessed with Highlander, and so we watched the first time we put it on. It's like the opening scene. There's a wrestling match, and it's the Fabulous Freebirds. Michael Hayes,
I didn't even know that.
Bam Bam Terry Gordy. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Wow. Man, I'm going to have to do like a check on just like movie, like wrestling cross references.
How are you going to realize that?
I
It's the
know.
most
I
random thing in a movie.
I'm trying to make it so it's a little bit harder for you so you don't get those perfect 10s, but then here you go. So
There you go.
That's the only reason I remember the catchphrase. I remember very little after in that film.
There can be only one.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Was that, and I think Christopher Lambert, was he the dude in Highlander?
Yep. He was, I think he was Connor McLeod. I don't know. There was a TV show, so there's like a Connor and a Duncan McLeod. There's a whole bunch of McLeods out there, but he was a McLeod.
Yes, he was. I forget which one, but he should be the one.
He should be the one. The only one.
You know, Steve-O is really, I think Steve-O is really taken to the sober life because he's now, he's really reflecting back on things that he's done back in the day.
Uh-oh.
And Steve-O just did an interview where he shared that the early days of Jackass, he believes, had a negative impact on kids.
In the beginning of Jackass, we were genuinely worth vilifying. When Jackass came out, little kids were showing up in hospitals all over the country and maybe the world because they saw us doing this crazy and they wanted to do it themselves. At that time, you could point to us as being a very bad influence, but I think over the years, now that there's so much YouTube ridiculousness, so much, it's just like, it's not our fault anymore.
I love it. He's like, it was our fault, but now there's dumber things doing dumber stuff, and that's their fault now.
But they kind of gave the green light for all of it. I mean, there was always like backyard wrestling and people doing stupid stuff, but I mean,
It went to another level with Jackass.
Yeah.
I mean, so many people were sending themselves downstairs in shopping carts, and I mean, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they basically made themselves famous by just doing stupid stuff. You know, would you call that talent? Some people argued back then, no, you wouldn't. And just like Tom Green made himself famous by just basically pranking everybody, would you call that talent? Some people wouldn't. And Steve-O's right. Somebody else would have done it. But I feel like Rev is right, man. YouTube is basically, I think they're inspired. They've seen it done before, but now anybody can do a lot of stupid stuff and more. And I feel like it's like whoever's on YouTube now probably watched Jackass when they were a kid.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
It is funny to think like the whole "don't try this at home" just makes people want to try this at home.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like that, like you said, with wrestling. Like, oh man, I want to powerbomb my brother, not realizing he's gonna protect potentially land on his head and then beat me up.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to laugh at you, but I mean, I'm kind of laughing with you because I did the same thing to my cousin. I put him up for a pile driver and he kicked me in the head and I dropped him. Like, I was like, hey, it's kind of your fault. You kicked me in the head.
Yeah, look, it goes back to the days where people would, put capes on and jump off the roof of their house, and then they'd get hurt, and their parents would
Mommy,
go,
I'm Superman.
No more Superman for you.
And Clark Kent has yet to come out in an interview and at least take a little responsibility for it. So at least Steve-O is a man of integrity.
He's a man of integrity.
Dude, it's funny. I go online. I'm like looking at like what are some of the dumb things that Jackass did. And of course, there's a few websites, but one put out like the 10 worst or the best, however you want to look at it, stunts like that. Like from Jackass the movie, the paper cut scene.
Oh, dude.
Which is so funny because I think like no matter, like I have a buddy Drexel who's a deathmatch wrestler. He does other wrestling, but he mainly focuses on death matches, and that's like beating people with the light tubes, thumbtacks, all the like, cutting people. I mean, he's always a bloody mess. But the one thing that always gets an insane reaction is he'll pull out a piece of paper and give his opponent a paper cut.
Yeah, no. I hate those.
And he even says, like, I can't believe I've been killing myself in this industry, like doing ridiculously dangerous stuff. And all I needed to do is grab a piece of paper, and even if I get the paper cut on them or not, it's just the visual.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Of like, I remember I had a match with him. It wasn't a death match one, but we did it in Spokane, and he took the paper and put it against my mouth and tried to give me a paper cut across my mouth. And the crowd was like wincing in horror. And it was like, it's funny though. It's not like, as far as like other stuff that Jackass has done, paper cuts is pretty mild.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe because we've all gotten them and we just hate them.
We all know what it feels like.
Oh, yeah, they're just a beating.
And I think things are way more painful when you know what it feels like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Oh, totally.
The other one I remember, Medicine Dodgeball, and that was from Jackass number 2. Yes, exactly.
Was it the medicine balls were they throwing them?
The medicine ball dodgeball, yeah.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Those things are huge and heavy.
Yeah, they are.
Off-road tattoo, that was a good one.
That one was funny.
Yeah.
Because I think that was Henry Rollins driving around in the dune buggy while they were tattooing Steve-O.
That is amazing.
Steve.
It's so stupid.
I don't remember this one. It was from Jackass 3D, the Lamborghini tooth pull.
Oh, I don't remember that one either.
I guess one of the guys wanted a crooked tooth pulled out, so he tied a fishing line around it, connected it to the end of a Lamborghini, and then Bam Margera just sped off.
Oh, I think I do remember that. Yeah. Oh, boy.
According to the guy, the Danger Aaron.
Danger Aaron, yeah.
The tooth rip actually broke his face.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Yowzers.
Yeah, man, oh man, Jackass. Yeah, I haven't watched the latest one. It's on Paramount Plus, I think, but I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's free to watch. I know.
Yeah.
If you have Paramount Plus, I saw that.
Yeah, we watched it. There's a lot of full frontal in it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
A lot.
Everybody's doing that, man. Between Kids in the Hall and Jackass, this full frontal thing is a thing.
Yeah.
Dude, what were we? I think it was we were watching that new was it Craig T. Robinson show, The Killing It show.
Oh yes,
and he has a scene where he's in the gym and he's like talking to somebody on the phone while he's in the gym. An old man like drops something, but the old man's buck naked. And dude, I mean, I lost my wife on that scene. Like she was like, "What is going on?" Because it's just they don't hide or censor anything. So you see like this heavy set old man on all fours, full twig and berries, and it's like it was like a scene of a crime. I couldn't stop looking. But my brain's like, "Stop looking, Steve." But I was like, I can't. Like this is just insane. I can't believe I'm witnessing this.
Yeah, it's not often you get to see that, unless of course you're a lucky man at the gym.
Yeah.
Oh,
define lucky.
Yeah.
There was when I went to 24-Hour Fitness down at our old building. I used to work out there. There was an old guy that would always have conversations with people, basically doing the Captain Morgan pose, like 1 foot on the bench.
No, don't.
No towel wrapped around his waist.
And
you're just looking at him, you're like, why do you think this is a good idea?
Yeah,
I'm not talking to you.
I don't want to.
Sir, would you like some spiced rum?
Right.
Yeah. I'm very distracted there, Captain.
Yes, I would. Please spray it in my eyes, though.
Captain, could you put your crew away? That's all I ask when we have a conversation.
Good call.
So it's a Jackass Forever is a must-watch, regardless of the amount of peen.
Okay. All right, Jackass Forever.
I did laugh.
All right. Hey, there's a new TikTok trend that's going to help you be more attractive to someone, even if you're like me and you're not good looking. How so? I'll tell you at 7:17 on The Rock.
Football season is here. The new Odyssey app lets you stay connected to your NFL team, your station, your shows. Follow your favorite stations and come back again and again. Get real-time updates on everything you care about. Miss your show? Jump back to their awesome rewind feature. The Odyssey app is NFL football. Live and on demand. Wherever you are, whenever you want. And did we mention it's all free? Download the Odyssey app today.
BJ and Migs, mornings, continues on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Well, there's a new TikTok trend happening. It's called He's a 10 or She's a 10.
Uh-oh.
This is not shallow at all. It's a game where you ask someone and start with he's a 10 or she's a 10. You ask someone a question. I don't even understand this. I don't know if Vicky, have you seen this thing?
I have,
yeah.
Okay.
So
what
you basically say he's a 10 or she's a 10, and then you give an attribute that will make them a 10 or a 1 or whatever. You're judging them based on a number, but it's like they're an attractive person, and then you say, but they also wear sandals with socks. So does it go from a 10 to like maybe a 5?
Okay. So basically it starts off with somebody who's good looking.
I think when you hear the audio, you'll kind of be able to track and understand what they're doing with this trend.
All right. You know what? Let me hear the audio and then we'll see what's up.
He's a 10, but he has the exact same voice as your brother.
4. 3. He's a 2, but he really knows how to dress.
5.
8. He's a 4, but he has really, really good tattoos. 7. 10. He's a 9, but wears open-toe flip-flops. 2. He's a 10, but on a daily basis, he wears really long basketball shorts and wife beaters. 1. Negative 12.
Oh, it's good to know about that then.
Yeah, so there you go. So it's so really, you know what? It doesn't matter what you look like as long as the rating can go up depending upon the things you do.
Like one of them I thought was kind of funny. So like he's a 10, but only goes up and down stairs on all 4s. I've been guilty of that. Ain't gonna lie.
You gotta go quick, man.
Then again, I'm not a 10, so I can get away with it.
Yeah, well, listen, some things you do as a baby and you go, it worked for me then, why can't it work now?
And sometimes you just want to race your dog and see, but you don't want to be unfair about it, so you want to kind of go up the same style.
Yeah, I mean, look, this makes you a fair person. I mean, this has got to elevate you, beyond a 5 at least.
I've yet to win that race, I'll tell you that.
All right, well, I think it's kind of cool that they're going, all right, listen, we know that looks are something, but let's also throw something else in there. And I like that the ratings go up and down based on that.
He's a 10, but he likes to race his 8-pound dog up the stair.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that makes him a 12, baby.
That makes him 12, buddy. You're a 12. Yeah, that's so that's a new game they're playing on TikTok. Not a bad game. I'm normally not I'm not exactly a fan of everything on TikTok, but that one's pretty good.
Well, it kind of goes along the line, like we've had those conversations before where like certain people like you've met that were like you're like not an unattractive person, but because of something it makes them even more attractive, and it really has nothing to do with their looks or anything. It's just like a certain trait that they have, whether it be just like a certain type of personality or the way they dress, where you're like, okay, I wouldn't have put this person at a 10, but because of all these other factors, they become a 10 in my eyes.
Yeah, do you remember when D. Ted Smith awkwardly basically said that to one of the women that worked here?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so great.
He's a 10, but when you tell your coworker that you can lose a few pounds, that doesn't work out well.
Yeah, I saw Ted when he said, I don't know why, you're not that attractive, but you really, really, I really think you're a pretty girl. I don't understand it, though, because you're not that attractive. He said something to this to one of the women that worked here one time. This was many years ago.
In all fairness to Ted, not that what he said was a good thing, but in all fairness, this was the day of our absinthe show, and he said it on the day of our absinthe, after we drank the bottle of absinthe in the morning.
Yep, that'll do it to you.
Even being wasted on absinthe, I knew at that moment, I'm like, Ted, we need to leave.
Yeah.
I was like, we need to just go outside and go get a burrito or something, but we need to leave the station.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't wrong, but you just don't say that. It's like, you wouldn't.
No, you don't say that.
You go, there's something about this person. They're not the most beautiful person in the world, but boy, I really like them and could see myself with them. And, kind of a thing. And it's kind of like, she's not a 10, but because of how she bees, she raises herself up.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, this texter said he's a 10, but he hasn't listened to Pearl Jam's 10. Stupid BJ from Sam and Renton.
Okay, first of all, nobody would ever say I was a 10. But yeah, he's got a point. That's,
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
All right, so it's the new TikTok trend. He's a 10 or she's a 10. Based on this, we want to know what is something that has nothing to do with someone's looks, but it will make them more or less attractive to you. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What is something that has nothing to do with someone's looks that will make them more or less attractive? Your calls, your texts after System of a Down on the Rock.
Football season is here. The new Odyssey app lets you stay connected to your NFL team, your station, your shows. Follow your favorite stations and come back again and again. Get real-time updates on everything you care about. Miss your show? Jump back to their awesome rewind feature. The Odyssey app is NFL football. Live and on demand. Wherever you are, whenever you want. And did we mention it's all free? Download the Odyssey app today.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Hello. Where's BJ? Is Mike on?
Yeah. Hello.
There we are. Hello.
Oh, hey.
It's that Mercury retrograde thing again.
Boy. You know what, guys? If you don't want to hear me, just tell me. Just keep, and I'll leave. I'll just leave. It's a beautiful day.
Wait, just turning your microphone off, that gets you to leave?
Yeah, I will go. It's a wonderful day outside. Now, listen, I'll just go yell at people on the sidewalk. I mean, I find other ways to get my,
That's like an old school radio show.
Yeah, it is.
Man yelled on the sidewalk.
Yelling at people.
I can do that. Okay, so hi, we're back. It's the lukewarm topic. And there's a new TikTok trend. It's called He's a 10 or She's a 10. And pretty much what they do is go, he's a 10, but, and then they list off a bad attribute, and then that will lower their rating. Or they list off a low rating and then give a good attribute that will pump him or her up. And that has us asking you, what is something that has nothing to do with someone's looks that will make them more or less attractive? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
I like this one. Showing up on time. I've been on so many dates where the guy was 30 minutes or more late. Met a guy that showed up 10 minutes early. We've been together for 15 years, married for 12 of them.
Wow, is that all?
How about that?
Punctuality, man. Just show up.
All right.
Just show up. I mean, it is half the battle in so many things in life, just showing up on time.
That was pretty much most of the battle in college for me. It's like, just get your stuff in on time, and it didn't matter even if it was all that good. And I feel like I did okay because I wasn't making teachers wait.
Oh, teachers. I was like, what are you doing with these dates? Like turning what in?
No, banging teachers.
Okay.
That was my thing in college.
Tracking.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm tracking.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Ensley, just retired as the radio teacher.
Oh,
Nice.
Mr. Ensley. He was, he
Many
was
great years of academia.
Academia.
Yes.
Is that what you call it?
Well, that's what he said, yeah.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So I said, before we even get to any of these, I want to know what Sarah would say. So I see Sarah.
Really? Before we even get to any of these. Thank
That's
you,
what one texter said, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They said Vicky as well, so Vicky, start thinking.
All right, fine.
All right, so mine is if you're like maybe a 4 or 5, but you have a neck tattoo, woo! You're getting bumped up to like an 8 or a 9.
What?
I
Why?
know.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not really, I love tattoos on people if they can pull them off for sure, but like there's something about that neck tattoo. It seems so rebellious, kind of naughty.
Yeah, it's like, I don't care.
Yeah, I'll put this on my neck.
I'm
and
guaranteeing certain jobs aren't going to hire me.
like, actually, no. Of course, that would, like, turn me on. And it seems like a painful area. So I'm like, ooh, you can handle some pain.
So, Sarah,
There's a lot that I don't want to be hearing right now.
You're talking about the necks, though, but what about those face tattoos?
Oh, yes, Post Malone. Let's go.
Wait,
wow.
So does Johnny Rubbers have any tattoos?
He has none.
Oh.
Time to get a neck tattoo.
Yeah,
Why do
I
you
think by
think he's
the
not a
wedding.
10? He would have been a 10, but unfortunately no tattoos.
He would have been. I know. If he got my lips on his neck, because that by far I think is the sexiest.
Oh, that is
a pair of lips.
I mean,
Trashiest.
Get drunk enough at your wedding. Maybe we can get a tattoo
Wedding
artist.
tattoos. You should get a tattooist at your wedding.
Oh, that would be so dangerous. Could you imagine? So many of my friends would get tattoos.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Sounds
I'm going to
amazing.
skip the wedding, apparently. I think I've got other things to do.
So what about like Cody Rhodes, the wrestler? Do you think that the neck tattoo there is pretty cool?
This is ridiculous.
Yes.
He's got
Oh
the
my
giant
God.
like.
I mean, that's a little patriotic for my.
It's got the American flag on like a crazy face on it. Yeah,
America.
Yeah. But
Okay.
because he has a neck tattoo, he immediately bumps up a few.
I feel like because of people like Sarah, I think they're called the Warped Tour sleeves are a thing now, which is people who don't have money to get actual sleeves, so they'll just get their hands and their neck done. So when they're wearing a long sleeve, it looks like they're completely tatted up.
Oh, so you just assume they've got everything?
Yeah, I think it's called like the Warped Tour sleeves.
I
It's just
never
neck
heard
and
that
hands,
before.
Wow.
something like that.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
I've seen a few people with those.
Yeah, and then you take off their shirt and
You're
you'd be
like,
like,
where's
wait.
the rest?
Yeah, what?
Sorry about
Put your
that.
shirt back on.
Yeah,
Fake
you're way
job.
hotter. Like that, yeah. Yeah,
Boy, that is so. That is funny. That's where we've come because Steve, you come from a day where you tried to hide that you had a sleeve. You know, for certain jobs.
At first, yeah, when I didn't know, like, who knew how far life in radio would go, and then if I had to get an adult job where I had to, like, wear not show tattoos because some places are like that, and I understand that. So I was like, okay, I want to make sure that the hands and the neck are cool, but like nowadays, I feel like that's not as much of a big deal as it used to be.
Yeah, you're right. Well, now that we have it the reverse, people want you to think they've got a sleeve, but they just don't want to go through the pain.
I never heard that term before. That's hilarious.
Right? That's awesome.
Good on them.
Yeah. All right. So, Vicky. So, what about you? What is somebody's that they've got going on that has nothing to do with looks that makes them more or less attractive?
I have to be careful with how I say this.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Because it can mean two different things.
All right.
But like a guy who can be a dad, not a daddy. That's a whole different thing. But like I love like when a guy's playing with like, their niece or their nephew. The younger they are, the more like attractive they are. Like
good around kids.
Good around kids. Like actually playing with them, not just dismissing them. And if they're like changing a diaper or doing anything like that, feeding them, woof. Like,
what if they're nursing? No, I'm kidding.
If they're nursing, then I may have to call somebody. It's like, Steve, why are you doing that again? No,
don't judge.
I ain't.
Vicky, has it always been that way, or is this just where you are today?
It has always been this way. Even when I was a teenager, I always thought that was a very attractive quality when a guy could play with a kid, because some guys are just afraid of babies and kids in general, and they won't go near them. But the older I get, the more it's like Viagra for me, if you will. The older I get,
I would never measure up because I'm afraid of going near Rev and Steve because they're babies and I want nothing to do with them.
Don't say that about us.
Yeah,
that's my worst impression of a baby. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to play with you guys. Nothing. No, I'm afraid.
I love this text just because of how they phrase it. It's so bad, but so funny. Bell bottoms. I know it's not the latest fashion trend, but if she dresses like a hippie, I get a stiffy.
Oh, there we go.
Well, good news. The Gen Zs are bringing them back.
Yeah, I have
like
seen
flower
bell
girls.
Yeah.
It's a good look.
Stiffy time.
It's like bell bottoms and like anything that was popular in like the late 90s, maybe even early 2000s is all back. And it makes me feel very old.
Like the grunge look?
The grunge look, but like the bright, makeup, the blue makeup for girls, the like spike, what was it, the feathered hair, the bleached hair, the rock noodle hair.
They're going to a few different decades with what's coming back for fashion-wise, yeah.
Well, this one, she's a 4, but if she drives a lifted truck, she's an 8.
Nice.
Wow.
All right.
What if she has truck nuts?
Oh, then
she's
forget
14, baby.
10, baby.
If I saw a female driving any kind of vehicle and they had truck nuts, I would, just because of pure irony, think they're way more attractive. Like just the fun, the ridiculous funny about factor. It was like, okay, you seriously don't give an F, and I love that. Then you find out it's like their significant others. Truck, and it's like, okay,
yeah.
Did you know there were truck nuts? And that's even funnier.
Is there like a girl equivalent to that, like truck lips or something, like where they do like
truck lips has been called.
No, like a big old kiss or something.
No, I mean there's.
Or like the Rolling Stones logo.
Can you imagine if somebody sold that truck lips? I mean,
there's sedan clams, which are pretty cool.
Sedan clams.
Yeah, those are very popular. Yeah,
they're like these little clams that hang on the back of a sedan.
Okay, I feel like that should be sold.
Is it really a thing? Are you
No,
he's sponsored by Ivers.
Yeah. Hey, keep clam, everybody.
We need to make them, though. I think
Sarah was like, are those real?
I love that my daughter's as gullible as I am. You know where she gets it from.
It sounded like it'd be a real thing.
Yeah, sedan clams.
We could be 100 heirs, Steve.
Let's do it.
Hurry up and we need to buy the domain. Go to GoDaddy.
Okay.
Sedanclams.com.
That's the one. That's it. Who knew that the winning idea took this many years? You finally caught it. You finally hit upon it with all of your ideas.
How'd you make your millions, sir?
Well,
I just I got like these plastic clams online and just poked a hole in a string and attached them to the back of people's sedans. And
sedan clams.
Sedan clams.
Yeah,
the rest is history.
Exactly. I mean, why should be truck nuts? We want something for everybody.
Okay. We need to put those in the rock shop. Ryan
we
Castle,
do.
this is the money.
Come on,
maker.
Castle.
All right, well, this is BJ and Mig sedan clams. I'm up for it. Let's do it. Yeah, of course we won't make any money off it, Steve, but it's still it's a money making idea.
Oh, this will be the one where we have to bring in like this. We need to get like some kind of a kickback from that.
Oh, so you have to bring in the agent to negotiate.
Right.
All right.
I'm
Mr.
cool with us
Anderson.
not making
Okay.
a dime from the T-shirt sales. I understand we work for a company.
All right.
I get that, but this is too good of an idea just to hand over to the company.
Right.
That's not a bad way to make money. Or, you could have been smart and held on to this prop from Star Wars, which, by the way, this prop just sold for over $2 million. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, yeah, was it a lightsaber? Was not a lightsaber. So what's a non-lightsaber prop that sold for over $2 million? I'll tell you, it's 747 on The Rock.
Football season is here. The new Odyssey app lets you stay connected to your NFL team, your station, your shows. Follow your favorite stations and come back again and again. Get real-time updates on everything you care about. Miss your show? Jump back to their awesome rewind feature. The Odyssey app is NFL football, live and on demand, wherever you are, whenever you want. And did we mention it's all free? Download the Odyssey app today. Football season is here. The new Odyssey app lets you stay connected to your NFL team, your station, your shows. Follow your favorite stations and come back again and again. Get real-time updates on everything you care about. Miss your show? Jump back to their awesome rewind feature. The Odyssey app is NFL football, live and on demand, wherever you are, whenever you want. And did we mention it's all free? Download the Odyssey app today.
When it's time for an adventure on the open highway, one quick call to American Family Insurance gets you headed in the right direction. Our travel peace of mind package is there if you encounter a bump in the road. From roadside assistance to rental car coverage, we have you covered. Find a local agent or get a quote at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.